following motion picture is suitable for viewing by your entire family.
Happy New Year!
The following movie has been rated R by the Motion Picture Association of America. It is intended for mature audiences.
It's an explosion of color!
Parents may wish to consider whether it should be viewed by children under 17.
They're recording.
This April, you'll laugh, cry, scream, and cheer.
Making it great!
Well, here I am.
You're out there, and that's because April is National Cable Month, featuring the best in cable programming. And to celebrate, Pizza Hut presents the new Grand Pan Pizza.
Is it recording?
What happened to you?
Mono. Both ears receive exactly the same sound for pure listening pleasure. Remember, no other network makes this claim. So watch.
Something stinks here. Something kind of smells in here. Stinks. Garbage Pail Flix.
Hey y'all, it's time for the Garbage Pail Flix.
Introducing
Garbage Pail Flix, bitch. Hey y'all, it's time for the Garbage.
Hey, what's the first thing you do when you get up in the morning?
Garbage Pail Flix, bitch. Garbage Pail Flix, bitch.
and keeps getting better.
The joy and warmth that inspired millions.
Coming up next.
Hey y'all, it's time for Garbage Pail Flix. Garbage Pail Flix.
Garbage Day!
The Garbage Pail Kids.
Yesterday, Garbage Day.
The hills are alive.
The music that moved the world's heart to song.
With luscious blends of tropical fruit.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Continental conmen why they shouldn't lock horns with the best of the West. This next.
The fastest way to a good joke is a straight line.
Welcome, welcome all to the Garbage Pail Flix podcast show.
This is showtime, and here's what's coming next.
I am your host with the ghost host with the most, Wolfman Chuck Savage.
It's not tournament. It's for real.
And I have been known to order several CDs and media from Columbia House throughout the 90s and never paid a penny. Happy April Fool's Day if you're listening to this in the past, or happy 420 if you're listening to this in the future.
A time-honored ritual, a cause for celebration.
Whoop whoop.
Perfectly simple, simply perfect.
Come on.
Our guests today on the anniversary spectacular are none other than the Video Hosers.
Yeah. Oh, there they are. Okay.
Because I love nothing more than hour-long video blocks straight out of Ottawa. GPF Podcast Show. It's our 5-year anniversary. Can you believe we've been doing this shit for 5 years? I can.
91 FM is sponsoring.
So let's get this show on the rollin'.
This is Sneak Preview, the direct line to the world of movies, specials, and entertainment.
Yeah, roll it. No, fucking shit.
See, with Prego, you see the oregano.
Fucking shit.
Whoa, let go my go.
You don't vouch. You guarantee you won't pull anything.
The fastest way to a good joke is a straight line.
Weekends on Channel 6 Action News.
Fine hair girls lose their curl, their hair is never right. Now fine hair is fine hair. New extra shampoo and conditioner. You can blow it, curl it, style it, twirl it. Now fine hair is fine hair. Now fine hair is fine hair.
Bob Hendon doesn't know it, but something else is about to interrupt his trip.
Shaking, caking, or making powder residue.
And picture-perfect potatoes.
From the people who brought you Gandhi, an epic world premiere movie. See Robin Hood and the Sorcerer. The magic lives again on Showtime.
Or just or slights against me, or myself.
Oh, take off. 2 wrongs don't make a right,
Okay, 2 wrongs.
Take off.
I'm doing this.
The man they call Bub. Together they've turned his life into a living hack.
It smells delicious.
The question is, how high do you think I am?
And growing. When I bite into your peppermint patty, I get this sensation that it's snowing like crazy.
77800. DeVry. We're serious about success.
Let's say you have a really big mess.
Boy, howdy ho, don't I have some questions for you.
Why are there 3 sizes?
They did it for fun.
Buttery.
'Cause I'm pretty high.
Smart kid.
Less oil, heavy duty cleaner gets that mess.
Out of his mouth. It was Sylvester. He was angry. He needed results. He turned to us. Specifically, he wanted Speedy in a zillion different pieces by Friday. I felt that our atomic mouse atomizer was just what he needed. It's mobile, deadly, and available on an easy payment plan. Acme's not just a corporation. We're an outlet for your hopes and dreams. I'm proud of that.
This is Showtime. And here's what's on tonight at 8.
You're the apple of my eye. You do everything so wonderfully well.
Colors than stars in the sky.
Because cleaning the toilet is a lousy job. Nobody likes it.
Theaters, Jack and the Beanstalk on Showtime.
How can you stand the heights?
Backed by overwhelming demand, Hostess Potato Chips WrestleMania 4, the big one you've been waiting for. Hey, come on in, fellas. Collectible WWF stickers free inside specialty marked bags of Hostess chips and snacks. 35 all-new stickers, plus a chance to be an honorary WWF manager. Details at the Hostess rack. Now, earlier, I asked the Strike Force to join me for Hostess Potato Chips.
Thanks, Gene.
Yeah, we were starving. Hey, the fellas, come back. When you got the munchies, nothing else will do.
The movies are important news today.
It's from Mr. Turkey.
Is the point. Mean, wholesome delight in every bite. That's Mr. Turkey. Spread the great taste now you can. Spread it now you can.
Where are we going?
To the store. You're out of reasons.
For Nightlight Theater, a visit with an old friend.
And now, back by sorta popular demand, here is Sid Rotten of Rotten Pop with his 420 review of The Stone Age, 1994. We need to, give him a theme song or intro, right? Is there anything in the budget for Sid Pop?
More news later on this.
Cotton Pop, Rotten Pop, 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 Rotten
Pop, 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 Pop. Rotten Pop, Rotten Pop.
Now this.
We'll keep working on that here, Sid. Take it away.
Hey everybody, happy 420. This is your old pal Sid Rotten from Rotten Pop, and Werewolf of Berwyn has asked me to come in here and take a look at the film The Stone Age. So I'm going to be rolling up a fatty and checking out this movie.
Every Saturday night, all they do is the same old thing.
So you got a plan tonight or what?
I got a radically hellacious plan. Fifth the jack, just to take the edge off. Get those chicks all horn dogged out.
What chicks?
Hanging with the buds.
Check it out, man. Stack, Tackmeister, hang a loogie on it.
Hey, man, I got some chicks!
Searching for a party.
What's the ratio here, man? It's like 35 to 3 out here.
staying out of trouble.
Are you gonna boogie with the foxes tonight? Now, if you wanna get these chicks in the mood, shake it, man. I need some ID.
Looking for some chicks.
Let's party.
But tonight, they're about to face their greatest challenge.
Let's go for it.
Blowing. She ain't even naked.
Damn, you kicked his ass.
They're like a pack of wild dogs. They're probably out there right now playing in the ice tray.
Don't be so paranoid. They're not that lame.
Attention hooligans. Assume the prone position.
The hell are you doing with my daughter?
Man, these are our chicks.
You come here, you think the chick's gonna go for it because you got some Ox 45? These are talls, man.
The Stone Age.
Hey, so where's your friend?
What? You guys want to take a number?
She's hot for me, man. Yeah, then you woke up.
All right, so The Stone Age is a movie that I've seen on VHS shelves for years. I saw this first, I think, probably way back in a Blockbuster while walking through perusing the aisles for something to rent. I saw it in Hollywood Video. Shout out to Hollywood Video, the OG. And it really just sort of evaded me because it looked like it would be pretty boring. Like a knockoff comedy film with contrived jokes. And I don't think that I was too far off. I went ahead and sat down and took a look at this movie, and I will say right off the bat, it does have a charm.
I know, man. I'm sorry about that, dude, but you guys are fucking dicks.
Maybe like a little camp charm, maybe something like a cult film charm, but it's definitely got something there. It's flawed. It definitely goes places it shouldn't go. It's misogynistic, it's homophobic, but if you can take all that stuff and you can put it aside, if you can put aside the fact that this movie feels like it was written by a 14-year-old boy,
Why don't you assholes go back to fucking Orange County, man?
then you might have something here. You've got a pretty decent cast. Michael Coppola is Joe. He was the guy in Point Break that Keanu Reeves steals hair from, like rips hair off of his head at the beach.
Shit! Yeah, big shit.
And he's the real stoner California guy. You know, he's got the California accent going on. Whoa, that dude's totally stole my hair. And he's got that going on in this movie too. His character in this is like not too far off from the character in Point Break.
These are talls, man.
Bradford Tatum, who plays his buddy Hubs.
Looks like Connolly doesn't have his buddy husband anymore to save his ass.
Bradford was okay, kind of boring, not really very memorable. Clifton Collins, that guy is in everything. He is that guy. He's in Westworld. He's in, oh, why am I drawing a blank? I believe he's in Superbad. I mean, he's in tons of different movies. If you go back and you look at his catalog, he's got ton. One thing I loved him in was Sunshine Cleaning. Check that movie out if you haven't seen it. But Clifton Collins Jr. is fantastic. As always, and he's a great character actor and fits perfectly in this movie of characters. Then you have China Cantor, the daughter of Grace Slick, and you have Renee Griffin rounding out the cast there. And you got little roles for some people. Jake Busey's in here in a small role too, but we'll get into that. This movie is about two guys, Joe and Hubs, who are getting stoned, getting drunk, and they're looking to find a party for the night.
Hanging with the buds.
And they cruise all over Torrance. This is a Los Angeles movie or a Southern California movie, so if you're from SoCal, if you're from the Los Angeles area, you might recognize some of the locales that they're filming in. Definitely like Torrance Beach area. check this out if you like that kind of stuff.
Man, I'm gonna scorch my shorts.
But these guys are cruising, trying to find a party, and they hear about these chicks down at the beach across from the Frankie Avalon place, whatever that means.
Could you tell me where the Frankie Avalon house is? It's about 2 blocks down there on the left. Great. I hear there's a shitload of fine chicks down there.
And so they go down there and they bring some peppermint schnapps with them and they try to get the party started. And they wrong one of their friends, and one of their buddies, Tack, I think his name is, some weird, gross, pimply-faced dude shows up and he starts claiming the girls as his own. There's a lot of this kind of thing going on. The whole thing is just really a nothingness. It's just people looking to party and getting into the party. So if that sounds like something that you're into, check it out. Pretty similar vibes with films like Harold and Kumar, or maybe even Detroit Rock City.
You come here, you think the chick's gonna go for it because you got some Ox 45?
You could almost say that this is like the Blue Oyster Cult version of Detroit Rock City, where Kiss had that movie and Blue Oyster Cult has this one, because Blue Oyster Cult is all over this movie. There is Blue Oyster Cult symbols everywhere, on their car, on dude's jacket, on everything. Blue Oyster Cult even makes a cameo at the end of the movie. Members Eric Bloom and Buck Dharma are both there selling t-shirts in a hilarious scene that actually got me to laugh out loud. There's a few things in this movie, small details that the filmmaker focuses on that really stand out, and it's those little details that give this movie the charm that...
Fuck you, man. I don't want no chick with tits. I want fine chicks.
Some people say that if you go back and you watch this movie multiple times, you'll find more things that you'll enjoy about it, and that it gets better with every viewing.
What am I supposed to do? Wait till I'm 30 to get laid?
I'm not necessarily looking forward to going back and watching this one. I am happy that I saw it, but I can safely say that on the poster it says that it's better than Dazed and Confused, and I can safely say right now that this movie is not better than Dazed and Confused.
Jack, what's your problem, man? Like you're the one to talk, Joe. You're the worm.
It is just pretty crass.
You guys probably think I'm a real butthead.
It is stilted, has really stilted dialogue.
You think I didn't want to taste a beer when I was your age? Hell, they used to call me Dixie Cup Dean. Wow.
The movie doesn't really know what it wants to be either. I think that it has an identity crisis that sort of like stops viewers from really enjoying it.
Yeah, but you don't have to be such a dick, man.
It appears that the movie is supposed to take place in the 70s, although to me it seems like it's just a 90s movie. The characters all seem like they're very influenced by grunge and the grunge looks of the time, especially Renee Griffin, who plays one of the girls coming from the north down to Los Angeles to party.
These are talls, man.
The Stone Age.
And it's kind of confusing. You'll see modern cars driving around, but if you buildings that didn't exist in the 70s, and weirdly enough, songs that weren't even existing in the 70s. So this movie doesn't really understand where it wants to land.
You kids probably think I'm a real butthead. You think I didn't want to sneak into some girl's house when I was your age? No. They used to call me Johnny Dorothy. I was a good second floor man.
Keeping tight camera shots so that you're not really showing too much of the area, but none of the characters really convey the time period that well, so it just seems like a bunch of 90s kids who are really obsessed with 70s stuff.
Fuck you, man!
You also get Tyler Negron in a cameo in this movie, which is really great. He really displayed the 70s, but almost to a parody degree. He seemed like just another person who was obsessed with disco and obsessed with the 70s, and you saw a lot of those kinds of characters in the 90s, so it felt like it fit right in.
Are you gonna boogie with the foxes tonight?
I don't understand why this had to take place in the 70s.
Fuck you, man. I gotta get laid like any other dude. I mean, what happened to you, Tack? I mean, you used to be an alright dude.
It had really weird, they tried to get over really weird slang too. Slang that I've really never heard people using.
You gotta come out sometime, word.
Wark, I think somebody says if they drink peppermint schnapps, it gives them wark, whatever that is. They always use the term just some dude. That's going around all the time. What's the ratio? Very strange lingo that they're throwing out here. Either way, though, it was a pretty charming movie. Oh, and a really interesting note here. For horror movie enthusiasts, there is a scene in this with a giant floating eyeball.
So keep your eyes peeled for that gnarly eyeball.
I don't know. But that giant floating eyeball is designed by none other than horror special effects artist legend Screaming Mad George. So check that out. That's a little... Go for it, dude! Either way, watch this one today. Watch this one with fat bong load. You know, load up some White Tahoe cookies. Maybe put in there some Blue Dream. Maybe, you know, throw in some Tangy or something like that. Really make it a nice salad. Toss it around and smoke that shit, because you're gonna enjoy that. You're gonna enjoy this movie.
You're gonna enjoy the soundtrack, but I don't think that you're gonna come back to it after this. I think that it is a 420 movie to be watched on 420.
And that is it. Anyways, this movie gets 2.5 stars from me. Oh, did you know that Michael Koplow, the guy that played Joe in this movie, is working at a Chili's now? He's a general manager at a Chili's. There you go. Well, anyways, enjoy this film.
It ain't just 60 minutes. It's...
Hey, Manny, you need to talk shit to him.
The best in television. Nobody brings it home. Has been rated R by the Motion Picture Association of America. It is intended for mature audiences. Parents may wish to consider whether it should be viewed by children under 17.
So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Promise, we're gonna come back. So thank you for tuning in, trashing out, and just stay tuned, okay? Stay right there. Don't go nowhere.
Attention, gnarly viewers! Don't press that fast forward button, because you can score big time just by watching the Stoned Age with a scoring big time sweepstakes. Whoa. That's right, win a grand prize trip to Jam in Jamaica, or one of 5 pairs of concert tickets to the concert of your choice. Plus, 250 other lucky winners will receive a Jam and tie-dye t-shirt. It's so easy. Watch the Stoned Age and count how many times Joe sees the gnarly eyeball. Whoa. Write your answer on the Scorin' Big Time Sweepstakes entry form at your local video store and mail it to the address provided on the form. Or send your answer on a postcard with your name, address, phone number, and the name of the store where you rented the Stoned Age to. Scorin' Big Time Sweepstakes, P.O. Box 4081, Santa Monica, California, 90411 4081. So keep your eyes peeled for that gnarly eyeball and get ready to score big time. Go for it, Dad! With the Scorin' Big Time Sweepstakes.
I put these beauties aside for you.
Reach out and touch someone.
Coming up next.
B-ball. Round ball. Basketball. Intense. 1 to 4 player action for your Nintendo Entertainment System. Magic Johnson's Fast Break from Trade West. We put you in the action.
It's not a tournament. This is for real.
Just keep telling yourself it's only a TV show. Every night on Nick at Night.
I'm dreaming of summer, cool breezes, fresh air. When I want that feeling, summer's eve takes me there. It's clean, fresh feeling, keeps the good times on my mind. Summer's eve brings back freshness anytime.
The other sauce.
I can't see it.
So why buy the other sauce?
I can't see it.
Prego, homemade taste. You can see it.
I'll go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a break. Give me a break. Take me off the beat of that Kit Kat. Give me a break. Give me a break. Take me off the beat of that Kit Kat.
past is just the...
The past...
It's just the future that hasn't happened yet.
Future is just the past that hasn't happened yet. Something like that.
But what do I know? I'm just a small-town squirrel lawyer.
5 Waterbed Emporium showrooms in Chula Vista, El Cajon, Kearney Mesa, Escondido, and the San Diego Home Furnishing Center.
Ontario, how do you like them apples?
Yes, kids, they're back. And we're going to watch some practical jokes and bloopers or some tape that I found.
How's it going, eh? Public notice, open to the public today and tomorrow.
Tonight, it's Ramblin' Man Steve Martin in an homage to Steve. Then a young man develops a grotesque illness in The Beast Within. Now don't miss Showtime's original world premiere movie, Robin Hood and the Sorcerer. It's new and it's next on Showtime.
What, the Bartman bag?
Oh, that's the Bartman. But that was the Bartman.
We now join the following program already in progress.
I was trying to set it up a little bit, but I couldn't get it exactly. Got the fucking. I was trying to like put.
It was an elf. All right.
There we go. And then
Keep it on to make a code out of those.
No, I only got the 4. I'm not going.
Going
crazy. You don't need too many elves. And Bartman. This was shout out to my girlfriend Lisa. She went to Universal a few weeks back and was spending a lot of time in the Simpsons area and
it's
playing
because
games and stuff. And she won that for me. And
it's because your girlfriend is Bart's sister, so therefore you have to support your brother-in-law to be.
Yes. And actually, I made a mistake. I actually, when I was like writing notes about the fucking episode, I was like, for some reason I put 520 instead of 420.
Oh.
So let's fucking just start 520, right? Just fucking next month.
Start it now. Brand new thing.
I mean, well, this is gonna be this is 420 if you're listening to this in the future or in the past. We're here with the video hosers, Morgan and Adam, right at
Hello.
the movies and the WOC archives. Once again, back again. We're gonna be watching something from 2003. I had to go back and look at that as well, but Morgan actually put it up there, and then I was like, I felt stupid. I was like, well, now I'm just holding shit up because there it is, 2003 ABC 50th Bloopers anniversary special. And
I forgot what we were looking at.
The reason why we're watching this is because I posted this as many tapes I post on Instagram, and so follow me, Werewolf of Rowan on Instagram. And the WOC archives over here, he commented because I posted a tape, and this was the tape. Ended up, it said something else on it completely. It was handwritten something. I don't know. Adam, where are you going?
Don't disappear.
Wait, you guys discuss. I just found something in Morgan's ear.
Is there quicksand out there in Canada? Canadian quicksand?
You found
only. It was just in there, and you commented something about like that. It was something on there, and then it wasn't. Oh, it was. I think it said T2. That's what it said.
Oh, right.
It said T2. That's what it was. It said T2. And you and everyone else thought it was Terminator 2, like recorded off TV or something.
No.
Which is what I thought.
No.
No, it was Twilight Zone. Yeah, TZ, not 2.
Oh. Z. I saw some of Morgan's clothes left here, so I thought I'd put it on.
Anywho, so this Twilight Zone tape had this on there from 2003, and usually I don't like going into the 2000s. I don't know about you guys,
Yeah, I mean, like there's some nostalgic stuff in the 2000s, definitely the early 2000s.
I mean, it's still 24 years ago that
it
started, so
like
that's a long time.
If this is from 2003, then that's what 21 years ago. Like that's insane.
For me, that's also a sweet spot for me, is because it's like maybe 2003, 2004 is pushing it, unless we're talking like Adult Swim. And it's like,
right.
I'm all about it. Didn't the bloopers and practical jokes used to air on NBC, not ABC?
That sounds right to me.
Yeah.
But was bloopers and practical jokes a Dick Clark thing? Because
right. So was there something that I'm missing? Maybe you guys know a little bit more history than I do. Where he jumped from NBC to ABC at some point. Maybe
I think he was always ABC because the American Bandstand was an ABC show.
He was just fucking all. He was just monopolizing on. He went anywhere he fucking wanted to. He was Dick Clark, so he was like, "Fucking."
It did originally air on NBC.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. And this was ABC though, so
yeah,
very
because
strange.
it's probably because this
2003.
time it was being sponsored just by Dick Clark. Before it was probably him just working for somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, Dick Clark Productions did tons of different types of blooper shows, right? Like that was one of their bread and butter things. So I wouldn't be surprised if he would do things for different networks, because every network would have its own stash of bloops. Yeah,
Dick wasn't going to say no for nothing.
Yeah, no.
It's a Dick Clark production, and you'll like it.
The reason that I know that at least original Bloopers and Practical Jokes was NBC was because they always used bloopers from the Golden Girls, and I'm almost 100% positive that was NBC. But and that was the only place where you could see Betty White slightly swear.
No, I think that Golden Girls was ABC because it's on Disney Plus right now. I think it shot at the studios at at Disney World in Orlando.
And
that was one of the first big productions I think that shot there.
ABC is very heavily Disney. That makes sense. I wonder if Dick jumped ship in like 2000.
It was NBC back in the early 80s. NBC owned that studio and switched it back over with them later on.
Oh,
just look that up.
All right.
Wow.
Okay. Well, fuck me, Ben.
We're all learning something today, and that's what this whole experience is about. Because it is a 420 episode, but it's also an anniversary episode for me because I've been doing this 5 fucking years. This podcast.
Wow, amazing.
Yes, and I wanted you guys to come on because last
5 years.
The last one was the
Booker T.
I think we did like a Christmas thing. Yeah, Christmas.
I was gonna say New Year's because it was like I think it released between Christmas and New Year's. So
you're dying to see it, so do it.
And now it's Happy New Year.
This one will be released in April. This one will come out in April, I promise.
Awesome.
So 420 anniversary, whatever. It was April 1st, April Fool's Day, 2019. I started doing.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Set up
my big old joke.
Yeah, it was. That's exactly it. And the editing became a joke. So this is a little bit. I like that I'm cutting this into it to eat up time and not listen to me just rammer on about stuff that no one's ever heard of. Basically, like. I'm sorry. Edit that. Rewind it.
Let's get to the elephant in the room, which is Ed McMahon.
$10 million. That's big money.
In this 2003 fucking ABC.
Right.
Don't speak ill of the dead, please.
So he wasn't dead yet at the time.
Bring the elephant in. Bring all the fucking elephants in.
But this actually aired in 2003, and you're going to see that Dick Clark doesn't look any different than 1984 Bloopers and Practical Jokes. He looks the same.
Not.
He's wearing the same clothes. The set looks the same. And the only difference is that Ed's not there because he was probably tired of the shit.
I was going to say, was he A, drunk somewhere and they couldn't wake him up, or B,
that wouldn't have stopped him.
Wasn't camera ready. Wasn't camera ready. He just said, I'm not going out there. Look at Dick. He looks like the same he did 20 years ago. I'm not going out there, and I'm drunk. Fuck you.
Because he lived 6 more years. Ed survived 6 more years, but I mean, at that point, Dick was still feeding on the bloods of virgins. So
stay tuned for more hit movies premiering soon in your home.
Man, out of context, Dick was feeding off the blood of virgins.
I also think he got a little bit of energy from doing every fucking New Year's Eve, and I think that ball coming down, like the solar something coming from the ball, the big bright ball, like fucking,
if every year your balls can drop,
you'll another year is mine.
Plot to conceal the truth about the existence of extraterrestrials.
Secretly, when you didn't see Dick Clark on camera, he had a really long gray beard and a cane with a little glass timepiece on the top of it. He's like, "I'm stealing another year from your lives."
Well, he like basically
he was all like fucking pin, like safety pinned, like fucking Mr. Burns.
He basically never aged. Like, look here, let me show you. This is what he looked like in the 60s. This is an original American Bandstand.
George, we're delighted to have you here.
With his
he looks exactly.
I introduced you
He's
earlier
gonna look
as,
exactly the same.
If not one of the
Oh, yeah.
best known,
Same suit,
certainly,
too.
if not number one, certainly
Same
number
microphone,
one, two, or three
same
of the best
everything.
known
That stick
personalities in the
microphone,
disc
yeah.
jockeying world and the whole
disc
wide
jockeying
world.
world.
How did you start in this business?
And microphones only got smaller.
Dick, I got started in show business when I was about 9. I did some
I was
shows.
about 9.
Old,
That guy's only 17, but he's 1917.
aspect. And
It was a hard life back then.
Dick
at that
Clark
time, she was married to Leo DeRosa.
interviewed
It was
Jesus.
a talk show. And followed up with a show with Ava Gerbola.
In Illinois.
And there was a lot of talking
And
going
Charlie
on.
Chaplin.
My first love has always
That was
been
a tough.
music.
That was a rough interview.
And
I'm sure.
I decided that I would do a music show, and I
the
started
unspoken part of the
on a
Holy
local
Trinity.
station in New York.
Father,
with,
Son, and the
You
Charlie
got it.
Chaplin.
You're catching on. You're
It ended
catching
up,
on.
we were working 6 hours a night, and it got started.
Come on,
that
cut
way.
back to Dick. There we go.
For many
Yeah,
We
reasons,
want the
and I
Dick.
asked, as so many
Now,
young
looking
guys
at
these
Dick
days
now,
want
let's
to follow
fast
in your
forward to
footsteps and
Like, look at him.
Great.
03.
We do
When
this
did he
video
die?
for the Dick.
When did Dick die?
I think he's actually cryogenically frozen right now, so I don't know if we want to technically call him dead, because they are going to revive him at some sort of New Year's event in Times Square, and maybe they'll drop him from the ball.
He actually, I thought he died more recent than that, but he died in 2012. But he was born in 1929. So,
Just as the Mayans predicted.
Yeah.
Was he like 100?
He was 82 when he passed.
Oh, I thought he was much older.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you had me fooled. Well,
Yeah.
Dick Clark, rest in peace, Dick. We're gonna watch your fucking bloopers. Moving on, we're gonna watch 2003's fucking ABC 50th blooper anniversary.
We just wanted to show you. This is why I put on my smoking jacket. That's what. Actually, this is made of like flag material. I could actually set this on fire and just smoke the whole place up.
Thank you.
I have ingested a gummy, so don't worry. I am 420
And
right now.
before why I was late coming on this podcast streamer.
Your thing.
I was smoking. So yeah. All right. So when's the first time do you guys remember the first time you ever smoked weed? I was
sometime in high school.
Yeah.
I was a freshman in high school.
I mean, it's the thing to do.
I smoked out of a can. I remember because we didn't know how to.
Oh man, fucking hot knives. You ever done hot knives?
No.
No.
We would just do.
I guess that's more
the
hash.
thing.
That's not really a weed thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I've seen that done with hash.
Yeah.
And that's might be more of a Canadian thing than American.
Yeah, it might be. That's fucking backwoods Canadian thing to do.
Hash was when we couldn't get weed. Like people would be like, I got hash, like works. Let's do it. Like, it's not weed, but we can't get weed. So fucking
I mean, hash to me is like the old man thing to do. That's what like 80-year-old men smoke.
Oh, you guys
He owns
yoga
the cinema.
hosers, but it's the
Yoga hosers.
video-
Yeah, cinema.
the
We've
VHS hosers.
We've said
video.
that ourselves. So
The yoga
Yeah,
hosers.
it's hard not to.
And
I mean,
neither of you does yoga, do you?
We're gonna do a yoga video at some point, right? We gotta
should
like
do
watch a
yoga.
yoga video.
That's a good idea.
We'll get those balls and we'll just
DDPY.
roll on the balls
We'll
as we
watch
watch
some
the video.
DDPY.
Or
We'll
DDP,
fucking-
yeah, all right. Well,
DDPY and
DDP.
fucking watch it and just
Yeah.
kind of.
Sounds good.
Okay, look, before this goes too off the rails,
Before
let's
we
get to the
go
fucking
off the
bloops. Let's
rails,
get to the bloops.
Fago represent. Anywho, 2003.
All right, let's get to the bloops.
Let's get to the bloops.
Okay, here we go.
2003.
God, what was I
Where
doing
were
in
you guys in
2003?
2003?
Yeah, I was just thinking
2003.
that.
I had my first year after college, working at a country western radio station, doing
Nice. Wow.
doing accounting basically for them. And
Was I?
recordings.
I would have been in high school still.
From the people who brought you Frozen, 1 second.
Could there not be endless bloopers of this show? Like it must go on forever.
Yeah, I could watch this for fucking ever, like a 24 hours.
Yeah. Well, isn't there supposed to be like a super R-rated version of Aladdin? He like did all these crazy vulgar recordings as the genie, and
Mrs.
they're in the
Doubtfire,
vault
too.
somewhere.
Them Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh yeah, right. The beginning of Mrs. Doubtfire.
Well, and I mean, and this is the height of cocaine at this point. So like, I bet they weren't even gonna fight saying, "Here's a script." They're like, "Here's a basic idea of a script."
This was
Here's
one
an
of the
idea
times-
and a line. Now go.
That was one of the times they probably just let him go, you know, like, and they just fucking don't just let it roll.
So
See,
Dick's
Dick's
looking a little
looking
older,
old here.
but he's still got the same haircut, the same suit.
I think that's why he always kind of just looks the same age, is because he dressed like an old man when he was young,
Yeah.
because everybody dressed like old men at that time.
They're going through. I noticed in this from watching it and like transferring it over. It was a lot of stuff from like Nick at Night. You know,
I'd like to point out, everyone we've
early
seen so
70s
far
movies.
is dead. Just so you know, Robin, Dick, Squiggy, Laverne, all dead.
Oh my god.
Are we gonna start a tally? That's 3 so far.
Oh, we got 4. We got 4 dead. 4 dead.
Is ABC dead yet?
I forgot about Dick.
Yeah.
Don't ever forget about Dick. How could you forget about Dick?
Don't forget about Dick.
How dare you?
I love how
this
Squiggy
song.
also inspired the Misfits.
I love that little dude that pushes the screen.
Here's one from John Ritter's new hit, 8 Simple Rules. Now,
Another. There you go, John Ritter. Rest in peace. There's another.
on the show
I
played
know.
by Martin Span.
Jack Tripper. I used his name the other day because someone asked me my name and I didn't want to give my name because it was just some stupid thing. And I was like, they're like, what's your name? I'm like, Jack Tripper.
I'm proud of you, son. I'm always proud.
Perfect.
Yeah.
This is like right before it.
Oh fuck! Isn't Matthew Perry dead too? Or no, that's not. That's
No, that's Luke Perry.
That's Luke Perry. Never mind.
Luke Perry. That's fucking.
It's not Luke Perry. Luke Perry's dead too.
Yeah.
Strike 2 fucking strikes.
That's not Luke Perry. That's the other guy from Naruto now. That's the Canadian.
Jason Priestley?
Jason Priestley.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
He's still alive. Jason Priestley's
Okay,
still
good.
alive.
Good.
And
Is
that
this kid
maybe still alive?
Maybe still alive. I mean, he was a child actor in the 90s, so he may have killed himself.
Could be dead.
There's a great stand-up
Trilogy
special.
that
I'm always
Ritter
proud
did.
of you.
There's a stand-up special that Robin Williams did years ago, and Ritter's in the audience, and at the end of the show, he brings Ritter on stage, and they do improv with the audience. And Ritter talked about being so high at that show that he didn't remember it happened, so he signed a waiver that they could use it for the show, and didn't remember that they did it.
Amazing.
But it's shockingly funny to see Williams.
Oh, is this
get limited.
WOC? Do we have commercials?
We do. That's why.
Fuck
That's why we're here,
yes.
guys.
Fuck yes.
Anniversary show.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
2003 commercials.
Yes.
And these will all be American commercials too, so this is shit that we're not used to seeing.
Yes.
Unless we
Would you put in
like me, who
Canadian
constantly watch
commercials?
Fox.
Well, we might not get. This is a lot. This is a long. Actually, this is like an hour. I think. Or something. You might-
I think it actually might be
Fast
2
forward.
hours.
It's 2 hours. Oh,
It's an hour and 50 minutes, so we'll see how far we get through it. But
Ready, fast forward. Or we might have to do 2 parts. We might have to come back to this. We got a McDonald's commercial going. Is this some kind of Dungeons and Dragons?
Dragonheart?
No, it's a
Oh,
game.
there we go. Game Boy
Game Boy
Advance.
Advance too.
In 03? Yeah, no shit. Wow.
What SP?
What was the game called? It said it for like a microsecond. It went away.
No, I didn't hear.
No,
good old Glade.
no time to rewind. So.
Yeah, we can't rewind. Keep moving. We're into Glade fucking plug-in peel.
Papaya and mango. That sounds nice.
Airwick, my bad.
Papaya, also a very 2003 thing. You don't mention that.
Oh, this was from 2003 Mother's Day. So what is that, May?
Yeah.
Oh god, there's gonna be all these fucking Mother's Day
April.
ads.
Okay.
Ugh.
So I'm covering my podcast in 2 months. Good.
Keeping on the 90s rappers, so word to your mothers.
Mother's Day is
Yeah.
Send a Hallmark.
They should have played a rap song over this and be like, word to you.
I can't. I have the best thing lined up for my Instagram for Mother's Day. I can't wait. I can't wait to get to it. It's a Mother's Day song sung by a bunch of football players, which I think was from a Dick Clark special.
Oh,
there you go.
It sounds like it'll be on the quality level of Treat Your Mother Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that fucking Ron Howard? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
It looks like a... No.
Anti-drug.
There you go, the anti-drug. Yeah, because
Ron
weed's
Howard.
gonna
He's
kill
the
you,
anti-drug Ron
motherfuckers.
Howard.
If you do
More
weed,
Bloopers
you're gonna
celebration.
fry your brain and die.
about the 50s?
So this aired on
Happy
March
Days.
2nd
Now, it's a
originally.
show that has a lot
Just to
of
clarify.
heart, not to mention
Oh,
okay.
the laughs.
Good to know.
Talk recently with
If I ever
Is
try
this
to
the
show
actual
Pepsi,
March 2nd airing, or maybe this is a rebroadcast?
Marion, thank you so much for being with us.
Well, you're very welcome, Dick.
Wait, I bet you he's not
Wait,
dead.
what?
It just
That was weird.
Oh no, yeah, it was an edit. That was my edit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry to startle you guys. I know you're It startled the Canadian guys. Who was the edit? Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I'm fine. Back to more commercials. Is this another fucking anti-drug
That's what I'm
commercial?
saying.
Cutting on Marion Ross on us? What are you doing? So check this out. She's the first person on this show that's still alive. Oh no, next day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you believe that she's the one who's still around at 96 years old?
Nice. Thank you, Ed. Holy shit.
There's a lot of fucking there's a lot of PSAs. There's an anti-drug PSA, now an anti-smoking PSA.
This is ABC, so you know.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
2003.
Still,
this is like before. You know,
they still believe
around,
Reagan's
actually,
president.
was this around 9/11? That was like 2002. So.
Yep.
We were still kind of feeling 9/11 right.
Wait, 9/11 wasn't 2002. I think it was 2001. Shouldn't you know that?
Is that
still
Jim
2 years?
from
They
The
were still
Office?
fucking harping on. They were still like, you know.
Yeah.
It will soon be here.
Oh, my
We were
cat.
good
Oh,
until about
fucking cat.
2010, and then it started getting all fucking PC again, and then
Yeah.
like every 10 years, it gets, you know, they can start getting all fucking harpy about the fucking.
All night.
This was a wild time. The like early 2000s. I think this is just before the crash too. So things were still a little bit good, and then the crash happened.
Yay, history.
You mean Dale Earnhardt?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I don't know what you're
no, not
talking
Dale.
about now.
Easy off microwave.
The only crash that ever mattered.
Dale
The crash heard around the
Goddamn
world.
right there, bro.
Cheers to Dale, everybody.
Rest in peace, Dale.
Dale.
I was gonna say jail there for a second.
I'm sorry.
Oh god, Italian herb and cheese. So I went to Vegas a few weeks ago, and on the flight there, we get on, and about 20 minutes into this flight, the girl next to us pulls out a full Subway sub with Italian herb and cheese bread. And I wanted to hit her because I'm like, you're on an airplane. Why would you do that? Of all the breads to have chosen, you took Italian herb and cheese, the stinkiest of them all. Asshole.
All right, Larry. Okay, Larry. It's
Larry, it's Dick.
no, this is Dick.
You're Larry.
Oh, I'm
Larry.
Larry. Oh, because I'm ranting about something that doesn't matter? Yeah, right. Okay, good point.
On an airplane, just not a...
What? Hey.
Why do you have a sandwich on an airplane? Joyce DeWitt's on the fucking screen.
No, but that's like she brought her own fish and cooked it in a fucking microwave. Like, come on.
I thought you said Joyce DeWitt cooks her own fish.
Yeah. Almost the same.
She comes pre-cooked.
Joy's still alive.
I came on this episode.
Just a little bit out of
She's the surviving Three's Company cast member.
Oh,
Yes, she
sweet
is.
flying
We got
window
two
there.
We're not. We stopped counting the dead ones. Now we're like, we got two.
Oh,
live.
I'll always count them. Yeah, we're counting how many. It's easier to count how many's alive. It's like watching '90s Royal Rumbles.
Well, the funny thing is that my
Too soon.
bloopers were usually not forgetting my lines. The problem
Some
was that I
plastic
enjoyed
surgery on
my
her
lines
nose
too
there.
much
Where'd it go?
Were you guys fans of Three's Company? I am.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately,
I actually don't think I really watched it that much. It wasn't on reruns when I was a kid very much.
Not on Nick at Night or nothing.
Well, we didn't have Nick at Night. We did have we had channels that played those shows, but a lot of the stuff that I watched was like the Munsters and the Monkeys and like 60s shows.
You're more into the psychedelics, I see.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
yeah.
Speaking of slightly canceled actors, who are alive still.
Is it Jeffrey Jones?
No, not Jeffrey Jones.
Oh, okay.
What's his name from Arrested Development?
Is it John Carpenter?
What do you want to bet the over/under that Jeffrey
That's
Jones is
Jeffrey
going to show up in here
Tambor.
somewhere?
Yeah, Jeffrey
That's
Tambor.
Jeffrey Tambor.
And he's also slightly canceled these days.
Yeah, he's slightly canceled.
Which is weird
There
because
we go. That's
he
what
played
it
the
is.
neighbor of the Ropers on their spin-off show. I wonder if he's supposed to be the same character.
No. When he was on Three's Company, he played literally 3 different characters on Three's Company: a dentist, a psych patient, and that date of I think like one of the fucking girls,
Chrissy.
and then he went on to go onto the Ropers,
yeah.
where he wasn't a dentist nor a.
And he was bald then, so like he looked old.
He
It
like
looks the
sold
same.
houses or something.
Yeah, I think he was a real estate guy.
So Jeffrey Tambor, the man of many faces in the world, the universe of Three's Company. I did like Three's Company. I still do watch it. It's hilarious. Don Knotts, you know. And then you had the fucking Mr. Roper was the first guy to break the fourth wall. So.
Oh, really?
And he started the stereotype of the American husband who hates having sex with his wife.
Al Bundy, yeah, he was the first, Al Bundy.
Yeah, if no Mr. Roper, there would be no Al Bundy.
Yeah, right.
And that would be a horrible world.
Rest in peace.
One of the reasons I left home was because no one thought.
For Al Bundy? I'm pretty sure Al Bundy's still alive.
Yeah, Al Bundy. Out of spite, he's still alive.
What's wrong with saying
the thigh mistress.
Why are her breasts blurred?
Does anyone know?
That's so weird. They blurred the bottom of the screen.
Maybe that
there.
was the blooper. The blooper was that it was really cold in there that day.
Interesting.
Well, as a fan of the
I don't notice that now that you pointed that out. That's really weird. They blurred that.
Not for Suzanne.
I wonder if that was because of nipple being.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, look,
they're only blurring.
It is. It's 100% because of that.
It
So
is.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're blurring that corner in there because I think they're taking it as archives from another.
Oh,
thing.
it might have time code on it, and they're blurring out the time code. Okay, you're right.
But it does look like there because she was a lot of times. If you remember watching episodes with Suzanne Summers, she did
She wouldn't wear a bra, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So
His identical twin brother from down
which
south.
is good if you have it on DVD like I do.
When he opens the door, we're just supposed to see
you
a
can
little
pause.
fog effect.
There's no frame skip at all. It's crystal clear.
It's almost as good as duct tapes.
Well, we're just done
Ooh,
almost.
Almost.
Oh, and then
This
there's
was one of the
Chrissy
best.
too.
This was the best. This is like one of my favorite episodes where he played his brother and himself, and was fooling Mr. Furley because he was. It's a classic. If you've never watched the episode.
Oh, someone's hotboxing the outside.
The bomb went off.
Well, you think you're funny, do you, Mr. Funny?
What did you do, Furley?
So that's
in place of
smoke is the
Suzanne Summers, we have Cindy here.
yeah.
The third roommate.
How many roommates did they go through?
They had 3.
3 blondes.
First
Wow.
was Suzanne Summers. Then we had, this was her cousin, Cindy.
John made that.
And then the
Played
nurse
by-
who was
Insert name played by. And then third you had Terry. And Terry was played by, was it Priscilla Barnes?
Priscilla Barnes, yeah.
Not
Yeah.
close the door behind him.
Wow.
He just couldn't
I'm
remember
sorry I
what
forgot
closed it.
Cindy's
So
name.
what
She
you're going
was
to see
a-
right now is about the fourth or
just
fifth
as good as the
take.
others, but I just can't remember her fucking name.
It didn't have. Yeah, see, it's blurred in that corner.
Barbara Bush. Barbara
Yeah,
Bush.
okay, yeah, you're right. It's just because there's time code or
There's
something.
Priscilla Barnes.
There's Priscilla Barnes.
There's some really great flying windows in this.
Well, like I said, it's even that it's 2003. They're doing the classic bloopers.
Yeah,
and
look
practical
at
jokes
that.
effects. It's just
Yeah.
And of course, every time that we
if
reset to
she didn't
show
have a
the
nose
victim
job,
over and
you wouldn't
over
notice the
and
difference
over,
between
we were
this
all
and the
teasing him
80s bloopers
mercilessly.
and practical
It's true.
jokes.
So
Yeah, I
in
know
this
you're right.
entrance, he
I can't
decided to get us
I
all
can't
back.
help but to think when I think of Terry Priscilla Barnes, I think of Mallrats.
Whoa!
The cameo in
Oh my
Mallrats.
god.
Ritter just comes in fucking with his
Wow.
Jack Tripper hanging out.
Better than jacking his tripper.
For anybody who's like listening and not watching this, or if you're listening.
Again, thank you, Joyce, very, very much for the bloopers. Joyce DeWitt, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye, Joyce. Very good.
Bye,
Oh yeah,
Joyce.
commercial break.
Another commercial. This is what we're made for today. That's why I tried to get as many. I try to do commercials, but also get a little bit of that in there.
So I had this friend of mine who, around this time, too, probably maybe 2005 actually, was doing the vagina monologues in Toronto. And but then eventually, while doing a couple of shows of the main tour in Ontario of it, they got Joyce DeWitt to agree to do it. So they kicked my friend Devin was her name. They kicked her out and put Joyce DeWitt in it. And I remember getting her so mad because she was really angry that happened and it screwed over this option. And I just said, "It is a better choice than you." She got like furious
that's so mean.
He probably, like, still to this day, I mean, if you said her name, I'm sorry, but, like, you know, does she still hold on, like, Joyce, damn you, Joyce DeWitt, damn you.
Yeah.
No turning back. Patrick Swayze will deliver.
Good. She's long gone then.
Oh, Jason Alexander.
Oh, it's not even Adam Sandler? Oh, Jason Alexander.
Jason Alexander.
Hawk and KFC.
I'm glad these are happening because, you know, it is a 420 episode, so we're just calling out fucking, they're like, hey, it's fucking...
How many fast food places did Jason Alexander do? Because didn't he do that?
Yeah, because he did the McDonald's.
That famous, like, the adult hamburger that they had.
Yeah, the McDLT.
Yeah, the McD.
He kept on with the fucking franchises in the restaurant franchise.
It was Dick, Lettuce, and Clark.
Oh, jeez. Hosted by fucking Jim Belushi.
And Tim Allen.
How did those two guys not do a show together?
Tim the goddamn Zoom Man.
Belushi and Allen. Could you imagine like worlds colliding with the two of them?
What's
doing
that?
together?
Yeah, that is 2003 Screams right there. Wow.
Was that like a fucking home improvement behind the scenes special that they were airing? That's what that seemed like.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had a recording of that.
I might have that on somewhere too.
Oh fuck! If you do, please send that my way.
NBC's next special, Hot
Home
Mattresses.
Improvement bloopers. It's like I think I have like a 50th anniversary, some kind of anniversary of like, maybe it was when the show ended. I had it. Like, yeah,
Okay.
Well, the last episode does have like a big long, we walk on set, so our goodbye thing on set.
I have that on tape somewhere.
Yeah, and then Wilson comes with Earl Hindman comes with a little fence in front of him, and then reveals
like,
his face.
Who you hiding, Wilson? We all saw 3 Men and a Baby. We all know what your face
Yeah,
looks
we know what you look like.
We all
What
saw...
are you saying that Wilson was the ghost in the background?
Yeah, yes. He was the little drummer boy statue.
I'm sorry.
In the back, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what it is. It's a little drummer boy statue, right?
Yeah. Or something like that, like some little soldier boy. Yeah.
And there's no wizard. There's no Munchkin and Wizard of Oz hanging in the background either.
No, there isn't.
That was
I
Wilson.
thought
That was Wilson that time.
Yeah, Earl Hindman was originally a midget, and
Well, it was him as a
the Wizard of
child. He
Oz.
was a child.
Back in the
Oh,
20s,
okay, yeah, he was a
midget.
child.
Then he was reincarnated as Wilson.
I believe
Oh,
his
look at this
brother
sausage.
is the bad guy in
Denny's.
Lost Boys.
You guys got Denny's up there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got Denny's. It's not the same though.
Universal, man. Universal fucking Denny's.
Well,
It's
in
not the
Toronto, it's
same
not
up
the same.
here.
Go to a small town Denny's in Ontario. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, fair point.
But I lived in Belleville for a bit, and we had a Denny's that was very American. Like 2 o'clock in the morning, Denny's there was truckers and cougars everywhere.
You want peak You want peak diner chain? You go to Waffle House. We do not have Waffle House in Canada, but every time I'm in the States, I definitely seek out a Waffle House.
Commercial free. A world of entertainment choices.
Jim Belushi on Laverne and Shirley. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim.
That's why they had the Jim Belushi bumper in between. To kind of
It's so funny that he didn't age until he got really old. He for 20 years he was the same guy, and then he turned into.
They really pushed him in. They really pushed him in the late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, well, he had that show, didn't he?
Yeah, with World According to Jim or Jim. Something.
Yeah, that's it. The World According to Jim.
Wasn't that was the bumper that was just on?
Yeah. Where it's the classic sitcom concept where it's like if he wasn't Jim Belushi, he'd never have that wife because he had that much younger wife that was played by the girl from Melrose Place.
Oh, he was with the Melrose chick, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bosom Buddies.
Oh,
you can't really find this anywhere online. It's kind of a lost. I've been looking for.
Yeah, because two-time Academy Award-winning actor Tom Hanks doesn't want you to remember that he played a cross-dresser in a TV show for however many fucking seasons.
Pay-per-view.
From Bosom Buddies. The only thing
Peter
I can
Scolari?
think that only thing I remember him doing, he did like the TV series of Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
No, he was in Newhart.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah, okay. Right. I do remember that now.
Yeah, he replaced the tall, lanky dude.
He's quite jacked at this point.
That's the way you want to keep your hands off my Victrola. Fine. And another thing, I'm getting tired of seeing your underwear drying from the shower rod. Oh, you have a...
Very entertaining, kind of before its time sitcom. But it's a shame that it's not like out there.
I really
Welcome Back Cotter, on the other hand, is on TV all the place, like on Tubi and shit. So, Welcome Back Cotter, I recommend Travolta in his youth. And
Mr. Cotter's wife set up Arnold Horshack for his.
I got a bunch of
John,
Welcome Back Carter trading cards. They've all got little like word bubbles on them to tell you what they were saying.
What's with Arnold? Nothing. Just today he became a man.
Is there a better afro than Juan Epstein?
Thanks to your wife.
Well, maybe this is good. Thanks to your wife. What?
Only Boom Boom Washington.
Hey, we've got 50 years of bloopers to choose from, so you know there's a lot more to come. Don't go away.
Still to come, Michael J. Fox and Drew Carey, plus some of the rarest bloopers you'll ever see.
We got some rare ones coming up, but first we have commercials. More 2003 commercials. Car commercials.
Awesome.
This sounds pretty 2003. We'll probably get flagged for it. So we're gonna fast forward.
It's Mother's Day. Let Sears help you find the perfect gift for Mom. For the sparkle in her eye.
Yep, a lot of Mother's Day commercials.
Big
Yeah. This episode is dedicated to the mothers.
To the moms out there.
Or to match her
Dear Mama.
Happy 420 to all your moms.
Happy 420, dear Mama. Word to your mother.
Come to drop bombs. I got more rhymes than the Bible's got psalms.
Brother.
Good life, great price.
Brother.
And look, Sears is also dead. Wow.
Yeah, Sears, another rest in peace Sears.
Why isn't her
One of these two women are too, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
At least one of them.
Sometimes your blow dryer leaves you high and dry.
The blow dryer
Probably this one.
By Helene Curtis has a silk protein.
I doubt that hair dryer works
The
anymore.
hair dryer is not working any longer.
Yeah. Right. And those styles are definitely not working.
Yeah, those
anymore
hairstyles
either.
are dead too. They might not be. There might be another girl out there saying like I'm doing a throwback, or, That girl's dead.
When you contact the Remax agent to help
That kid's probably druggy.
Dead. What? Just dead. 100% dead. Dead. All of the dead. Both of them dead.
Wait a minute.
Together. They died together.
Every time I have you,
that dog's definitely dead.
Canadian yoga cinematic VHS video hoses on my show. We start talking about dead. Last time it was Elf, the dead girl. Everything's dead.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh yeah, the dead girl in the Elf
Canadians
Christmas
with
special.
with the dead stuff. All dead. Airwick died.
I mean, I've been known to be more.
Brush your teeth, dead.
Yeah, that toothpaste is definitely gone now. It's dead.
Yeah, off the shelf, dead.
Tuesday.
You don't see Aquafresh as much.
Dead. Not dead.
Bro,
Dead.
Katie Seagal, not dead.
Katie Seagal and
Fucking,
Coco, whatever the fucking name is.
Coco Beware.
Coco Beware. He's not dead yet either. That's what that bird came from. Coco Beware.
Celebrate 50 years of ABC
Dead,
comedy.
dead, dead,
Oh, man.
dead.
This
No,
wasn't
not
even Life According to Jim. This was his show just called Jim.
What?
And then
He had two
there was
shows?
and they were the same show, just different wives.
How many did he have? He was like Bill Cosby in the 70s. All those fucking. Do you know like Cosby had fucking all those fucking like every show was Cosby, but it was all different fucking eras and shit that he had.
And different people, yeah. None of the
Yeah.
characters were called that. Yeah.
Show.
Yeah.
We'll start with one.
And weird that sometimes it was also with Felicia Richard. Like, so he had the same
I mean,
wife.
it's
Someone-
also kind of like Newhart. Bob Newhart had the Bob Newhart show, and then also
Yeah,
Newhart.
but you know what? Bob Newhart
he didn't play the same person.
Roofie ladies.
Yeah, no, I don't think Bob Newhart was roofie and ladies. No,
You guys
thankfully
keep
not.
talking. I found a tape in the store I have to bring up with this, so I'll be right back.
Oh, is it the bananas tape?
No.
No, okay, never mind. Go
I'm
get
loving
the tape.
this '90s haircut though. This isn't 2003. This is 1997. Look at that.
Oh, look at these fucking cell phones.
Carried on into the 2000s apparently.
I like that. Why is she hitting on
Because they're using
Zoolander?
Nokia phones.
Oh my God, you
Those
can
three
send a
Nokias.
video on your little fucking Nokia.
Look at that guy.
Nokia.
Oh my
Nokia.
God.
He's hot.
The new twist of fate.
Oh yeah, Clorox.
Clorox. That guy's dead. I don't know.
He probably drank some Clorox.
It's fucking, I don't know.
It doesn't take long.
Remember, that wasn't Clorox, it was Tilex when fucking Vincent Price did the, that was a better commercial.
Yeah.
Stop dirt from sticking.
I'm just gonna start doing, I'm gonna say this is a better commercial than this one from 03.
With Teflon surface protector today.
Adam's back on the cans.
What do you got? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
1992 TV
Is that
film.
Philip Seymour? No, I was gonna say Philip Seymour Hoffman. but it's
Philip Michael Thomas.
Thomas.
Close enough. Yeah. But also Felicia Richard of both The Cosby Show and Cosby. But it's called False Witness. And we all know how false witness Felicia Richard was when she said she saw nothing happen.
Wow.
So this is about that. This is about her life.
Hey,
It's really it's like the behind the scenes of Cosby.
Yeah, and because she's such a fan of Bill Cosby, she got Philip Michael Thomas to play Bill Cosby, and because she figured, same thing, right? They look exactly the same.
I don't know.
Bill Cosby wishes he was Tubbs.
Tubbs. He wishes he was Tubbs. Level Tubbs.
There was a time when
Who you calling Tubbs?
When Miami Vice first came
NYPD
out,
Blue. Look at that. Was this Dennis Farina? Dennis Franz?
Franz.
Dennis Serial.
Oh,
that was Zach Morris. Zach Morris.
What?
He was on
What the
that
fuck
show.
is Zach Morris doing on NYPD
No,
Blue?
three.
He was on it for 2 seasons.
And I mean, remember when the barely remembered Hillary Duff on George
Hillary
Lopez.
Duff comes to George Lopez.
But what was my wife and kids.
I think he
with,
broke something there. I think that's what they were implying with the cracking
and,
sound.
Split his balls.
Gina from
He split his
Martin.
balls.
He broke his Lopez.
Broke his Lopez.
Of all comedies was Taxi. We're very proud.
Charlie's
of it.
Angels, never premiere movie. I'm reading the bottom of the screen now. A little bit of
one of the members of the All-Star
analog.
It's been so long. We have we're now had and forgotten the remake of the remake of Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a remake recently, wasn't
There was a
there?
remake of a remake.
As an actor,
Yeah.
I tried to interpret those words just as the writer intended.
Oh hey, is this Judd Hirsch? Right? That's his name?
Judd Hirsch.
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
I'm gonna say.
No, I think he's dead.
Like just
Is he
recently.
really? No. Why did it's always the ones I think that are
Nope,
still alive
still
and
alive.
they're dead. Still alive. See, I thought he was alive. I got a
Oh
feeling.
well, good for him.
Mariel Hemingway.
Way to go, Judd Hirsch. Way to
He's
go,
about-
living it up, bud.
He's about to turn 90 in 4 weeks.
Really?
bless his heart.
Holy shit!
We'll go to some,
Think of all the cocaine that he did.
With all that nose.
With all that nose, he's still kicking.
Now he's going to Dear John for different fucking AA meetings.
Sort of spaced out ex-hippie. Of course, Christopher Lloyd, the actor who played
There's
him,
a show
was
people don't really
not
remember, but
Dear
that was at the
John.
right time for. That was always on in middle of the day when I was if I stayed home sick from school. You got Prices Right,
Yeah,
and
like
then like
USA
Dear
or
John
something,
happened.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the reruns on cable. Christopher Lloyd's still alive. I wish I could meet Christopher Lloyd.
Do you guys remember? Do you remember a TV show where Dan Aykroyd played a priest, and he had a family that he was like raising as a priest,
like fat
I
older
think.
Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah. It's from the 90s.
Oh, 90s.
I'm gonna say it's like late 90s.
What is it called?
He shows up on an episode of Home Improvement as that character.
Oh god.
So it's around that time.
Interesting.
I don't know why I thought of it, but
such an obscure crossover. Like this.
yeah, I don't know what made me think of it.
Probably
I just
being
did.
pushed by the same network and just wasn't doing very well.
Hilarious.
Soul Man. It was called Soul Man.
Oh,
It
man.
lasted for 2 seasons on ABC. It ran 1997 and 1998.
Sounds familiar.
It's because he wanted to connect it to Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It was Ghost Man.
Season 1 was only 3 episodes. It was a real tester.
I bet you he was a singing priest and he was homaging Blues Brothers.
That's a hard pilot.
I don't remember that.
Well, and again, and Dan Aykroyd, of course, being good friends with Belushi too, so
Yeah.
it all connects.
Yeah, it all comes full circle.
I definitely once saw a very drunk Dan Aykroyd wandering around the streets of Kingston in just a lab coat. Once. Very weird.
One time, I was waiting for a flight, and he was there, and he was just hanging out in the waiting area for the flight, and he was trying to get his phone to work, and he looks up at me, and he's like, "These fucking phones, I just can't work them." That's my only interaction with Dan Aykroyd. But I was like, "Yeah, they are annoying."
Okay, I got
Something
one.
like that,
Dan Aykroyd was just here, or he's going to be here. This was either last week or this week. He was.
Okay.
There's an opening of this. It's called Cineverse. It's open in Chicago. It's like a themed bar, and they have a theme that's like a Ghostbusters room bar thing.
Okay, yeah, sure.
It's insane. So of course Dan Aykroyd's going to be there.
Sweet Home Chicago.
Shilling his vodka at this bar, this Ghostbusters bar. Oh yeah. So we all
Yeah, that
got
makes sense.
Dan Aykroyd.
He's the only Ghostbuster that gives a
stories of
shit
Dan
about
Aykroyd.
Ghostbusters.
This is Sneak Preview, the direct line to the world of movies, specials, and entertainment.
Never heard of it. Looks fake.
Yeah, never. I just to me, I like 2003. I forgot that the Game Boy Advance was still kind of around. You know.
Yeah.
2003 was not as technologically advanced as we think it is.
Obviously, from the Nokia.
Yeah, look at the
phones.
fucking cell phones. Oh
Yeah,
my
that
god.
was-
Remember when everything was about making the phone smaller?
Yeah.
Who had the smallest phone? And then now it's
It
like,
always
how
reminds me
big
of
is your
SNL
phone?
The SNL skit with fucking Will Ferrell with the little phone.
Yeah, right, exactly.
The last flip phone was like this egg-shaped silver flip phone. It was very cute looking.
I think I still have my flip phone somewhere. Let me see. I think it might be right here. I'm gonna just give me a second.
Now, you need to know that part of
They brought the flip phones back. They have like it's weird. It's like it's still a full screen, but you can like fold it.
Oh, you got the bendable screen ones now.
It's like
Yeah.
a bendable screen. It's so crazy. I was like, wow. The future is now.
Which is kind of like the Game Boy Advance.
Future is
The future is now, and Dick Clark is dead.
But during the show, the crew pulled a switch,
Yeah, here we go.
and the person.
Oh, nice.
There's my flip phone.
Nice. Is it a Nokia?
It is a Nokia. Yes, of course.
Thank you. Awesome.
Look at how small that is.
Yeah.
And then
Now Dick's gonna take us way back. We're going
look
super way back.
look at how big my fucking phone is now by comparison.
Goddamn giant. It's like a
I
fucking
know, it's
full-
crazy. What the fuck is
It's a
that?
screen. It's like just a screen you're holding in your pocket.
We just missed boobs and soupy sales, folks.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
I must have cut that out.
I got that clip somewhere. I can pull it up.
Well, they just showed it. We saw it. You just guys weren't watching. I saw
Oh,
it.
okay.
Oh, you
Good.
saw
I'm
it.
glad. Well, then the
people
other
at home
people
saw
watching
it.
also
So
saw.
that's- this is the end of the Dick Clark production of this one. So this is
But
part
there's
one.
another one, I think. So
Well,
we can
I guess-
actually
Oh.
we can probably stop here.
Yeah, all
and
right, and
continue.
we'll
on another
rejoin
episode.
in the future on another insincere holiday.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We've
Look
got
at the
this 50
star-studded
50
cast.
years of ABC.
Wait,
yeah,
can-
you know, he's-
I did preview a bit ahead. Can we jump to one part?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see if I can get to it.
We forgot we were about halfway. it looked
That
like.
baby also dead.
Lots of good commercials.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh,
Andy Dick, yes.
Andy Dick
I
and Dick
remember.
Clark.
Yes, yeah. Andy Dick's on here. Randomly.
Yeah, I saw Andy Dick when I was previewing the file, so. Yeah.
We're trying to
Giggity,
cancel you,
giggity.
Yeah, he really was real life Quagmire, wasn't he?
Figured that, you know, if a
Yeah, kind of.
dick like you can make it big, then there was hope for a dick like me.
Yeah. If a dick like you can make it big, there's hope for a dick like me.
When you're ready for a top title,
Give this
Go
man
out
an
on.
Emmy.
Only one of them had a dick in the front, the other one had a dick in the back.
Can you set the scene for us?
To at least
Is
one.
that a big surprise? Come on.
All right, that was. I wanted to see some dick, so some double dick. I wanted.
That was awesome.
Can we do this?
Yeah, I wanted some double dick there, so that's why we.
Andy Dick is always worth the screen time.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I
yes,
love
it was. I
bloops, man.
appreciate it. We're gonna
I
keep
can't
it
get
in.
enough of bloops.
We can't wait for the rematch for part 2. Double the bloops, double the dick. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Austin.
we do appreciate you guys coming on all the time. It's really fun.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm glad that I can add it into there and like edit this shit into it and stuff, and it'll be really cool for people who listen and for people who watch. Either fucking way either which way you double dick it.
When you're ready for a top title, Media One Home Theater pay-per.
That's what I'm doing on my show.
I want to say, Morgan, I look forward to your WOC archive commercials, and there was
Thanks,
one that
man.
it's actually later on in this episode here. I've edited a block that you put up because
cool.
because there's something in there that I had to loop a bunch of times, or at least put it throughout the episode, and it's a commercial from the 90s. Do you remember the raisin commercial where it's the little goofy kid and he's like, "Oh, the raisins," and the grandpa's like, "Oh, I like raisins. I like them a lot." And then he's like, "Where are we going, Grandpa?" And he's like, "To
Oh,
the
yeah.
store. You're out of raisins." So
hit movies are coming to your home. Here's what's premiering soon.
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
To the store. You're out of reasons.
for what do you have coming up? Just a lot of commercials, I'm sure, right?
Well, yeah. So this month on my channel, we're doing. I'm showing a 1987 special where they dive to the Titanic and pull up a safe and open it to try to find the rich stuff inside it. And it's hosted by Telly Savalas. So for the pre-show, it's an all Telly Savalas pre-show. So we're calling it the Tellython. And yeah, we're going to talk. We're going to talk about the Titanic. We're going to talk about the Titanic. I got the Titanic right here. And then Telly, but not Telly Monster.
Telly and the Titanic.
Telly.
Can you name it Telly and the Titanic?
Telly and the Titanic. Yes, that's the name of the pre-show.
That's the new
and then
book
it's
that's
this
Morgan's writing.
Yeah, right. And
The
then it's this
WCR
awesome special where they actually, it's live from Paris, live. It was in 1987, and they open up a safe, and it's kind of like the Geraldo show where he opened up Al Capone's vault to nothing. But maybe they'll open it to something. I don't remember. So who knows?
With original commercials, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Always with original commercials.
Do you want to hear something really outrageous? And I'm not even bullshitting you.
Always.
Gem.
I have yours is obviously from Canada. I'm pretty sure on my YouTube channel I have the same recording of that special.
Oh really?
From America. Yeah. Oh, we're in a multiverse of madness now. And Adam, Pride at the Movies. What do you have? I know you just got off of Terrible Fest.
Yeah. We're gonna have a trailer special coming up on. Yeah, we got off on it. A trailer special coming up, but also for Video Hosers, Morgan and I, we're gonna return with a more regular episode of Video Hosers very soon. There'll be a mix of stuff in it, but the predominant theme on this one is I'm bringing up the Coronet videos, those like educational films from like the 50s to the 80s. You know, they went all with the very
is Sudden Birth one of those?
Sudden Birth is not a Coronet.
Okay,
no.
all right.
That was
mind.
Sudden Birth wasn't made for the public. It was supposed to be just for police.
God damn
Just
it.
breathe.
Yeah. Okay, boys.
So you plugged your
All right,
shit,
well-
WC Archives, and False Witness with the Riot at the Movies, Adam. Thanks
was
for being
great.
on the Garbage Pail Flix podcast show this month. We'll see you down the road.
For part 2.
Come on, do the thing.
Always.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
the thing.
It's not doing it now.
Yeah, do the thing. Yeah. Woo.
This month, Media One Home Theater makes pay-per-view sweeter than ever, because in November and December, when you order any movie, you'll automatically be entered in our Home Sweet Home Theater. Chance to win your own home theater system, a stereo TV and VCR, a 25-inch television, or a portable CD player. So make your life a little sweeter. Order a movie on Media One Home Theater and take a chance on the Home Sweet Home Theater sweepstakes.
It's an explosion of color.
Turtle wax.
Turtle wax.
Turtle wax. Hard shell finish turtle wax.
Crab legs and lobster, and how about crab legs and fresh fish, and now for
Oh yes, it's the holiday season.
A medley of party platters to go.
Heavenly taste of shrimp and crab claws. It's party time.
Call Red Lobster for party platters to go.
Get a big hug from Daddy.
You'll want
more.
You missed something the first time on Nick at Night.
Double feature on the 7th. Psycho 3 and The Stop on the 14th.
I'm Jane Pauley. This week on Today, freed hostage David Jacobson, Iggy Pop, a special New Year's party with Donald Trump and Kathleen Turner. This week on Today.
Tomorrow, don't miss the Monday night world premiere movie, Blue DeVille. Free-spirited friends are about to embark on the adventure of a lifetime, and they're doing it in style in the Blue DeVille. Tomorrow night on...
But hurry, the end is almost here.
Because cleaning the toilet is a lousy job. Nobody likes it.
So whatever you put out, put back.
Didn't put his milk bottles out this morning. Robbie hasn't cleaned the garage in a week.
Fred walk a mile in his wingtips, if you dare. You think you're tough, but nothing can prepare you for the abject suburban nightmare of...
Has panty protectors. What?
Want a bigger bang out of your next birthday?
One Chiquita banana.
It's alive. It's alive. Ugly, creeping mildew. Get your bath laboratory clean.
I'd spray, she'd wipe.
I'm your whore, not your wife.
Grandma's gonna love it. We just can't help crowing about it.
A waxy stick for wax is for candles.
It helps prevent chapping.
Introducing the Western Omelet McMuffin.
First of all, realize that the love between a dog and a pig is not only a beautiful thing, but it is also perfectly legal in Hooterville.
So even smears just disappear.
They're staring, definitely staring.
It's true.
Trying to say is that his horse is as important as his wife.
Well, don't have a breakdown.
Yes. Just be yourself.
Are you awake?
An event of great magnitude will touch every man, woman, and child in this country.
In a blind touch test,
The Trial. A special...
Oh, warm and crispy.
Beat winter and the tax law changes. And
Italy is a country filled with beauty and art and a rare love of land. From the land come the superb...
been famous for fresh homemade pasta.
So much a part of Italy's pride and family heritage. Italy invites you...
Pasta cooked firm but tender.
Italy's gift to the world.
Spaghetti, ravioli. Thanks to our amazing...
Today, there's Mama Leone's Pasta Suprema.
In new extra large size.
Pasta, sure. Rigatoni, tortellini...
Pasta's not cheese.
You love cheese on anything. You're talking a primo pizza.
And tomato. If you like cooking Mexican,
It's the adventure of a lifetime in a world movie premiere. Meeting all the right people in all the wrong places.
I'll be glad when I'm done. I'll be glad when I'm done. I'll be...
Nice!
I'm such a coward, it makes me throw up.
Keeps everything fresh.
It's the all-new Blockbusters.
What P is the most popular breed of dog?
Poodle.
Bill Rafferty hosts Blockbusters, premiering Monday, January 5th.
What a game!
There's a nice hot way to spice up your day. Mexican Velveeta is here.
Make your enchiladas a little bit hotter.
easy, big fella. A delicious taste of liberation that will soon be a memory.
It's totally awesome.
Panty protectors.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
I think everybody had a good time, don't you?
Great form, incredible handling. Plus,
You always wanted to, now you can.
Who's responsible for this, huh?
What?
She conquered him with her bare hands.
I need bigger hands.
It's the ultimate power hold. It's wild. Maximum hold for maximum style. And that's the way it is.
And picture-perfect potatoes.
You want the official version or the truth?
Stereo sound can be pretty darn confusing.
Action News Digest, brought to you by Wimmer Meats.
During his fabulous year-end car clearance sale, and you know he's tough to beat. Radigan Motor Center, Missouri Valley.
Outrageous.
I said you just weren't going to take no for an answer.
I'll just take a little rest.
Didn't even get to catch a fish. Right here in my newfangled microwave.
You would have to spend hours scraping.
Just the two of us, you and I.
You didn't see it? Oh, you gotta see it.
The darn thing has wings. Wings?
Wing. Look at your big one.
Free every morning on Today.
Cents to help keep the dream alive.
Of course I went with it. It means I can smile all the time.
Just let the joy in you come out.
No need to worry, because we're going to hurry. Right back. Ha!
Believes it's possible to build a space-based anti-missile system, but also possible to counteract one.
Monday, Al brings in the new year with a funny look back at how he landed on Earth.
Hello, read my lips.
Celebrate New Year's, yeah, with Al. Then,
After his death, John Baldwin wanted to leave his wife something to remember him by.
It worked. Right here.
Monday.
The time, right now. The police.
I'll probably never see you again.
Okay, that's our show for day. Good day. I think that was like our best show ever.
Everybody. Well, that about wraps it up for this episode of the Garbage Pail Flix podcast show. Ow! I want to thank everybody for tuning in and trashing out with us today for our anniversary 5-year spectacular special blowout, smoke and blowing smoke out for 420. Thank you for listening, and thank you for following and all that good stuff, subscribing and all the stuff you do, listen and watch and all the good stuff that you do. I want to thank all of our guests, the Video Hosers. Always a pleasure to hang out with those guys. I'm sure there'll be future episodes with them.
My question to you guys is, why?
And watch along goodness.
And it's better for business and everything. And beer. Better beer. Give me a smoke.
And Sid Rotten, of course, for his...
Cheapers. Ball.
If you know, you know. And the more you know, the more you know.
Sorry, Jacques, wrong number.
But until next time, same trash time, same junk channel, end transmission.
to the heartbeat.
Fuji Videotape presents Quality Control.
The people at Fuji put their videotape through a lot. They forward and reverse it hundreds of times. They subject it to extremes of hot and cold.
Finally, the stress test. Captain, I'm giving it full power and she's still holding together. It's a demanding job.
But Fuji wants your tape to last, no matter what you put it through.
Fuji Videotape, put the good stuff on the good stuff.
Have you thought about Pam? Butter flavor, just 2 calories with a taste you'll savor. You should think about Pam. There's none of this or that. If you like butter flavor, we got it down pat.
Butter flavor.
That cool, refreshing feeling
puts a sparkle in your eye, a spring in your step, and makes things lots of fun. It's that little lift, it's that little lift. Come on and get you some.
That little lift that means a lot.
Color watch, color watch, color watch. Color watch, color watch, color watch, color watch, color watch.
For great film developing, make sure your dealer uses only Kodak products. But to get that assurance, remember to ask for Color Watch. The Kodak Color Watch system helps make great developing possible.
Tuesday, prepare for the Gray Team.
It's awesome. Great, isn't it?
When the commies commit a kidnap, they face a crime-fighting cocoon.
Hold on to your dentures.
The A-Team. Then Hill Street's serial killer becomes Davenport's client.
If you're trying to frighten me, I want you to stop it.
But a vigilante is the jury.
Where'd they take him?
Hill Street Blues, Tuesday. Stingray is back. The mysterious stranger will have America head over heels.
Whoever you are, you're good.
Stingray returns Friday, January 9th.
Yeah, Bill. Do that kick. Come on, everybody, do that kick. America's favorite health kick.
Oh no, Howard the Duck is a fucking great movie.
Oh yeah,
I love Howard the Duck. I don't know why it's so maligned. It's actually really great.
Because there's duck tits in it. That's why.
I mean that just makes it better. What are you?
When I saw it, I was
Morgan goes quackers for them.
We thought it was quackers, and we would like rewind it constant and be like, we probably wore out tapes just like laughing, being like, duck tit.
Don't. This is Canadian beer, right?
Semen that I spilled to those tits.
Pause it. It's like 12-year-olds. Pause it and just laugh. You're like, duck tits. Look at this shit.
Okay, go.
Duck
Yeah.
tits.
Okay. The reason
Ooh,
why
it's the best
is
cartoon on Disney Plus now. Duck tits.
because it says so on the label. Hose head.
Oh my god!
Like a
Wow!
hurricane.
Look at this. We're like 10 minutes in, and it's already off the rails. Talking about coming on duck tits. Good lord.
Okay, that's all.
Canadian beer is like stronger, has more alcohol in it. Really? Yeah.
Hollywood's biggest hits are coming. Watch for these world television premieres and make plans now to see it first. This is Sneak Preview, the direct line to the world of movies, specials, and entertainment.
So many titles, so many times. Order in for a great movie at home.